Hey everybody, it's Rob. We're back. This time we're going to be doing a Hack the Box walkthrough. Today we're going to be tackling a retired machine called Jerry. It is a Windows box and it's rated as easy, and I thought it was pretty easy. It involves some software that I'm not super familiar with, but I did my research and I was able to get through it pretty easily. So without further ado, you can see I'm connected to Hack the Box's VPN, and you can see I have the Jerry machine spun up, and this is the IP address. First thing we always do is we run an mmap scan. Service version detection, T4, all ports, aggressive, and literally one port came back, 8080. So, what do you think we did? We went to the website on 8080, and it's Tomcat. Now, I'm not familiar with Tomcat. I know what it is. I've heard of it, but I'm not, an expert in Tomcat. So I noticed that there's the manager app and the host app. So what I did was I just poked around. I did some go busting. If you do go busting, which we'll do here, I just got to put the correct IP address in here. It won't take very long. But to be honest, it didn't it came up with a lot of results, but nothing that I was able to take advantage of. Okay. I mean, you can see right off the bat, we got a bunch of 200s, a couple of redirects. So, I mean, there's a lot here, but I checked it all. Manager and host manager are password protected. So if you click on either one of these, it brings up a password box. Now, I don't have the password. Okay. But if you click cancel, just remember this right here on the default error page for unauthorized. I tried a bunch of default passwords for Tomcat, admin, Tomcat, admin, Tomcat. I mean, I tried a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them out there on the web. I didn't get anything to work. But like I said, it turns out that Tomcat secret will work. But I'm going to show you how I legitimately found it. Okay. I kind of snickered once I figured out that this was the password, because I remember looking at it and I was like, I didn't even think to try it. So, I mean, it's my bad. I should have tried it, because you never know, right? People do crazy stuff. But the way I actually figured out what the password was is I used Metasploit. Metasploit has a module to brute force Tomcat. So we're going to do that real quick because it doesn't take very long. So I think it would be good to show you this. Now, obviously, if I was doing this on the OSCP and I hadn't used my Metasploit yet, then I would use this. But for the most part, I'm trying to stay away from Metasploit for the OSCP. So all you got to do is search for Tomcat. And the one that we want is an auxiliary module, and it's the manager login. So it's right here. So we'll just copy that. And we'll say use, paste clipboard. And then we'll type options to see what it requires. And to be honest, it doesn't really require much. Really, it just requires our hosts, because it already has a password list and a user pass file. So there's a bunch of lists that it's already checking. So all we have to do is we need to highlight our IP address of the machine we're attacking, and we need to set our hosts to that IP address. Okay, so now that our host is set, let's just make sure 218.76, 8080, make sure that port's correct. Should be good. So this is going to get us into the manager, right? So we're going to click run and see what happens. And it'll start to brute force. And it doesn't take too long. And you'll see it right away when it does happen. It's got to get through root. I believe Tomcat will be coming. Here we go. And there it is right there. So we're just going to hit Control C because we have our username and password. And ironically, it's Tomcat Secret, the same one that's on the default unauthorized page. I was shaking my head. So what I did was, at that point, I knew I could get onto the Tomcat server. So if we go onto the Manager app and we type Tomcat Secret, we're in. Now, immediately when I saw this, I thought about deploying a war file as a reverse shell, okay? But I didn't really know anything about that. So what I did was, I think I just typed war file reverse shell. And one of the things that came up right up near the top is the white hat war send, okay? It's a shell script that basically creates a reverse shell and uploads it to the server, and then actually starts a listener and you get a connection back, okay? So let's take a look and see what we got. Looks pretty simple. So here's how you run it. It looks like you run the shell script against the IP you're attacking, or this looks like the list, the attack machine and port, and then we have the machine you're attacking and the port that Tomcat is running on, and then the username, the password, and we want to create a reverse shell. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to click if we go to war send .shell and we click the little download raw file, you can see I had already previously downloaded it, but I deleted it. So we're just going to copy that over to our home directory. We're going to go into our home directory. We're going to open a terminal here, and we're going to do an ls. Now you can see it's not executable, so we need to do the old chmod war send.shell. So now, if you remember, if we go back, this is the format we have to run it in. So I've already prepared a statement for that. And I'm going to copy it. And we're going to paste it. So you can see we're running the shell script against our attack IP address. This is my IP address, right? I want to connect back to 1234. This is the IP address of the Jerry machine and the port that Tomcat is running on. And then this is the username Tomcat and the password secret. And we want a reverse shell, okay? So we're going to hit enter and cross our fingers. And boom, we have a shell. So now I did who am I priv. And look at all that. So I think we can get the flags, okay? We didn't have a user flag. So let's go to cdc users and see what we can see. dir. I checked in public, there is no flag. So then I tried to go into the administrator directory. And lo and behold, I can get in. So I'm going to do a dir, and we're going to go cd desktop, and we're going to do a dir. And then there's a directory called flags. So we're going to go cd flags, and then we're going to do a dir. And right there it says 2 for the price of 1.txt. I hate when they put spaces in these files and everything. So basically, it's the only file in here. So what I did was type star. And boom, you got the user.txt and the root.txt flags right there. So like I said, this machine was not bad at all. The longest thing that I had to take care of was figuring out how to log in or get a set of credentials to Tomcat, because everything that I saw, all the exploits that I saw and everything were all authenticated. So I knew I had to get credentials, and there was nothing else to try. So my thought was that really the only choice you have is to either have a lucky guess, which I tried and didn't work, or you had to try and brute force it. So that's what I did. And luckily I was able to determine the credentials. We logged in by uploading a reverse shell using Warsend, which I want to give credit where credit is due. This is the white hat on GitHub. Great job on this script. It works like a charm. And we didn't need to do anything else. Basically, we had an administrator shell, and we were able to get the root and the user flag in the same directory. So we got a 2-for-1 on that one. So hopefully this video was helpful. I will leave links to everything that I covered in the description below. If you have any comments, questions, criticisms, whatever, feel free to drop it below, and I'll be happy to chat with you. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.